Hi, welcome to a short introduction to Custobar, a customer data and marketing automation platform for B2C commerce. There isn't a better place to start than the 360-degree view of an individual customer when we're talking about a CDP. Here we have one individual customer, Bessie Watson. In this view, you can see all of the basic information about her, where she lives, what marketing permissions she has, what audiences is she part of. In addition, you can also show any KPIs which are important for your business. For example, in this bookstore demo data, it's how many times she has bought, how much revenue that has generated for you. Then also, for example, what product categories or product types she's interested in, or then from which shops she usually buys from you. We can also show, for example, product recommendations, which are individually calculated for this person. And this whole view is customizable based on the information and data that you need in your business. For example, when the view is used for customer service, you can, for example, highlight the bonus points or other relevant information which is needed in the customer service situation. In addition, when we scroll down, in the customer timeline, which you could call actually the customer journey, you can see every touch point with this individual customer. What campaigns she's been part of, what newsletters she has received, what kind of rating she gave in a NPS or customer satisfaction survey. You can also send data, for example, from Zendesk. So customer service tickets come directly to the customer view here. So when your customer service personnel use Custobar, they can right away see what's the context of the customer service situations that the customer has been part of. When we scroll down, you can of course also see the product browses, what things they've been browsing on your site or, for example, in your app. In addition, when we go lower, you can also see the sales. So what products they've been buying and when, and from which store. And all of this data visible here is of course usable in marketing automation and segmentation. Creating customer audiences, for example, for targeted campaigns, newsletters, or marketing automations is extremely easy in Custobar. So next up is segmentation. This is bookstore demo data. So we can start by creating customer group of people who are interested in comics. So people who've been buying comics, we'll add it here. Of course, you can also search out people related to a brand, title, when they've bought, from which shop, or a product type, naturally. So now we have people who've bought comics. There's around 5,000 customers there. Then we can also add other searches here. So people who've, for example, been browsing the same product category, so comics. So browsed comics in the last 180 days. The searches are like this, so it's an OR search, so it broadens the selection. Then, as an example, if we would like to create a targeted campaign for a specific city, we can also search out people who live in Liverpool, and then we copy that. So now we have everyone who've been buying comics and are from the city Liverpool, or who have been browsing comics in the last 6 months and are from Liverpool. So now we have 66 hits, and these are the marketing permissions for different channels that these customers have. Then if you scroll down below, you also see some more data about the customers in this group. So for example, how good they are lifetime value wise, when was the last time that they bought, how many times they've bought, do they buy from online or offline, or from which channels, so basically which shops or web stores or apps. If we're happy with this customer selection, then we continue forward by clicking on Create Action. So here you can select the campaign type. So with Custobar, you can send emails, SMS, external campaigns, so for example, address list for physical post, or then with webhooks and the push actions, you can sync the audiences to your other marketing platforms, for example, Google Ads with customer match or social media channels. And of course, SMS is also a really good option. In this example, I'm showing you how you can do an email, but of course with Custobar, you can also send SMS, send your customers to Google Ads via customer match, take out address list for a physical post, or even sync them to social media channels. But creating an email campaign is extremely easy. So it's module-based system. You can add your marketing images here. You can add product modules. The great thing about Custobar is that the product data comes with the integration. So you get the product data from the e-commerce system, your PIM system or ERP system. So you can just search out products and then drag and drop them to the modules, and they come directly to the message. Or if you want, you can also use dynamic content. So the product recommendations, which are calculated by Custobar based on omni-channel sales data. So in this bookstore demo data, you can, for example, specify categories from which you want to use the product recommendations from. So in this case, it would be from fiction. One great thing as well is that you can select any module, like this product recommendation module, and then you can select if it's visible for everyone, or if it's hidden or visible to specific audiences. So here we'll choose that this is visible only to fiction lovers. Then we go forward. And then here on the last page, where you have also the sending settings, you can see the preview. This is how the message looks for everyone. Then when we look at the fiction lovers audience, you can see that they can actually also see the product recommendation module. So these product recommendations are specifically for those people who get the message. So they are personalized content. Then we're basically ready to activate the campaign. Now let's look at the campaign results. For all campaign types, you can of course see how many people got the message, how many opens and clicks they got, for example, in this email, but most importantly, how many people actually bought. So from the 37,000 customers, 77 bought, so the campaign conversion is 0.5%. So you see how many orders you made, what was the revenue created, from which specific stores did they buy. Did they buy from your online store, or did they buy from your brick and mortar store, or from your app? So you see online and offline shares here as well. Naturally, in emails, you see a click map, but very interesting is that you can also see which products did the customers buy. Did they buy the products which you selected through the campaign, or did they buy something totally different? This is important when you think about the next actions and campaigns you're sending to a specific customer group, or what is included in an automation. Also, you can see the campaign results from the viewpoint of a specific audience. So in this case, we'll look at the fiction lovers and we'll see how did the campaign work for that customer group specifically. This was the short introduction to Custobar. We'll be super happy to tell you more in a short online demo, give you 30-minute consultation about your business and how customer data and marketing automation could help you. And this was just a glimpse of what you can do with Custobar. If you're interested, book a demo with us or start your free 30-day trial and we'll get you started.